Which one?
Good as new.
Let's see what happens.
For I've a vision I must share with you. A waking phrase for Exegriff, to be precise. Please beseech the weapon thus. I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames. An odd connection to a past or future bearer. Apparently one who defied a god.
I see your prideful fall down from the heavens to the flames. Come on. I got one. I got a hellfish. Centaur heart. You're nothing. For the house. More ringers. More. Good enough to eat. Going in.
Some of Hades should eventually respawn your own offspring. I recommend maintaining sub-infinite distances with them in space and time. Even if they are most tiresome, there always seems to come a point when one wishes to be in their presence once again.
I thought crystals were supposed to be pretty. You hear me do something? In the name of Hades. Of chaos has been lifted. You're out there, fish. That's a bite. Looks like a knucklehead.
I do not think so, boy. Why do I pay these wretches?
I'll take it. New styles for the Twin Fists. That feels better.
Oh, good. Check it out, sis. The god of trash is here. Let's get to work.
see you, Tartarus. Message for me.
Hey, you beat your fastest time fighting through all of that. Not that I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track.
Moving right along. Gods grant me strength. Easy does it. Thanatos.
Death is inescapable. Don't have much time, but let me see if I can pitch in. Any place ready back.
You definitely ought. Good. Hear me on my authority.
That was embarrassing for me, I have to say. Ugh, I'm late.
There he goes. Here goes nothing.
About you recently. Don't worry, I was quite discreet about it. The two of us were on the hunt. Not like I just shouted out your story from the mountaintops.
That's better. of the gods. Lenny, if you'd like for me to kill you, hiss. That's all the heads. Which to choose? All set. Can wash away my boons. To the top. Champions of Elysium, I've returned. No chance. Time to collect. Bring it. Almost finished with these. That'll do.
We are all willful children, are we not? I'm daughter to Hyperion, you know. A titan so obscure and hated that Lord Zeus, he started calling me his birth sister. So much did he dislike this bit of truth. And to get a rise out of me, too.
Ugh. Got to hold nice and still. Right there. Caught me a car.
Where are you now? Although, he's just as obstinate as ever, isn't he? Always refused to budge. He ever tell you of the war in which we fought? I fought, I should say. He could have ended it, but he refused to take up arms.
Achilles hasn't been particularly forthcoming about his mortal days, no. So he wouldn't fight. I've heard that mortals sometimes frown on that, but why should he have fought if he didn't believe in the cause?
He shared our cause. So what if it was not completely his? If not for his stubbornness, I would have come here just a bit later, I think.
He blames himself for what happened to you, you know. I figured he failed to defend you or something, not that he didn't fight at all. Although he said something about how, once you died, he shortly followed in a rage.
I wouldn't know a thing about that, stranger, for you see, I was already dead. Getting my place here in the afterlife all sorted out. Took quite some time getting accustomed to all this.
Thanks a lot. Am I interrupting something? Olympus. Better bless him. Of Olympus.
There, King. He has the weapons I told you about. The Fists of Gilgamesh. Follow my lead this time.
You'll get no quarter from me, demon! Be gone, I say!
You say you there?
Take more than that. Lady Aphrodite, I invoke your aid. You I am still.
That'll teach him. He's not about to let you down, my shade. That was Elysium. No more dead to deal with, at least. Let's see here. Not yet. Can't do that. Nearly made it. Nice. Had quite enough here, thanks. Got to find something for Cerberus. Not now. Hey, a satyr sack already.
Now, young man, whatever you have heard about good Demeter, I'm here to clear the air. She's like a sister to me, yes, but only thus. Although her Titan parents and my own met the same fate.
Why, foster brother Zeus? Such an unlikely bit of candor there from you. Almost as though you felt compelled to speak the truth only whilst I'm directly within earshot.
Whew. Both that might. No use. One Satysack coming right up.
Thank you, mate.
Why, here I am, young man, in such strange circumstances, I might add. Luckily, the boatman Charon is much easier to get a hold of than your father.
You're mine. Victory.
Cerberus moves for no one. But for Satysax, he can make an exception.
Thank you, boy. I'm back, Father.
You'll go not one step farther past this threshold, boy.
Face me, damn it.
Blood begin to boil. I'll grant you, Zagreus. I must go.
Yes. Now that was quick. This can unlock a hidden aspect of my weapons.
Having gained the surface once again, Prince Zagreus breathes deeply of the wildflowers and the roses and the like, among which one of them contains an allergen so intolerably potent that it causes this.
No.
back. Huh.
There's always next.
Congratulations!
Turns out there's still an awful lot to do around here, isn't there, Zagreus? I'm still getting caught up on day-to-day affairs.
Day to day? How can you even tell it's day around here anyway, Mother?
Well, that was just a guess now that you mention it. In any case, forgive me if I don't get swooped up in every household detail, all right?
Never. Kidding, of course.
Just please be careful where you go after you eat all this time, okay, Serby?
So, what happened when Mother first arrived, if I may ask? Some of your residents seem to remember the Queen from before, yet the Olympians just never found out.
They had no jurisdiction here. No knowledge of our goings-on. Well, Hermes did perhaps, but in a very limited capacity. As far as anybody knew beyond this realm, our queen was Nyx. Ask nothing more of this.
All right, all right. In the name of Hades, I hereby release Orpheus from the terms of his pact.
What? Where did you unearth that blasted contract?
I know that it's a painful subject, sir, but can you tell me what exactly happened in the war that claimed Patroclus and yourself? He brought it up, said you refused to fight.
Until he died. I did refuse to fight until he died. But at that point... Look, lad. If we're going to discuss these matters, best we do so in the lounge, not here. The fool of a king I served. I'd never take up arms for him. But Patroclus... he always had a different way of looking at things. As I refused to fight, he rose to the occasion, took up my armor, led my brothers into battle in my guise, fought nobly. But then he... well...
And after you found out, you sought vengeance for him, took vengeance.
That I did. They got me finally, of course. But not before I broke them first. The war soon ended after that. It is an awful contradiction that to quickly end war, one need only extinguish many lives at once. I had not realized it at the time.
Did you allow yourself to die so that you could see Patroclus again here?
I don't know. Maybe. I only know that I was filled with rage. Rage that subsided soon after I arrived here. I felt empty. I never saw Patroclus again. But I learned my brothers honored my last request, as my ashes were laid to rest with his. Anyway, appreciate the drink. Suppose I'd best be getting back to standing quietly about. Though that war, lad... again. All right?
Of course. 7:48. That's a coincidence. Megara, I have to ask you something, please. We really need to talk.
For once, I think you're right. Although I'm curious, what is it that you think we have to talk about?
I still have feelings for you. At least, I think I do. Isn't there some way for us to, you know, work through all of this?
In spite of everything that's happened, and that's happening right now, what are the outcomes, Zagreus? What, exactly?
I haven't thought that far ahead. But I don't think it has to be this way. I don't hate you, Meg. I don't think I can ever hate you.
Despite my best intentions. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can say the same. Look, I'm at a very difficult point in my career. I need to focus on that now. Do we understand each other?
I think so. Say, Meg's the featured servant of the house.
Thanks.
Good deal. Here's the fee. Chef. Some water-dwelling beast for you, good chef. Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much, my son. You know, gift-giving customs of the underworld are just so much more straightforward than the complicated social graces of Olympus.
If there are other ways of showing one's appreciation than with nectar and the like, well, they must pale in comparison, I'm sure. What do you know? This came true. How's it going, Skelly?
Back in one piece. Yeah, nice. Just watch the ribs with that, okay? Ah, you're kidding, what? Sometimes, boyo, you make me feel alive again, you know that? Being honest with you here, I'm grateful, really.
If not for you, my friend, I'd have no one to viciously attack with no fear of reprisal whatsoever. Ready.
Would you just look at yourself, Zag? You are like a walking stockpile of ambrosia, aren't you? Taking the best care of it at that. I knew I could count on you, but I didn't know I could just be so proud of you, you know, man?
Something else. Time to feast.
Dearest, if my perfectly developed senses are correct, then you appear to be quite smitten with a little Gorgon that you've met down there. Why, that must be adorable, if rather strange.
For me. The power of the gods. Clear. This, haven't you? Takes care of that. I feel fabulous. I didn't keep you waiting, ladies.
What's the matter, Zagreus? You look a bit uncomfortable. Something you want to say to me? Or...
Well, it's just... There's something that I wanted to discuss with you at some point, Meg, but after more consideration, I'm thinking maybe now is not the time.
I understand entirely. Though you should know my sisters and I keep no secrets from each other anymore. Isn't that right, sisters? Now, sisters.
Be seeing you around.
Is Tartarus some sort of jerk to you?
Moving on. Closer to the surface. Done. Set. What lurks in the river Phlegethon? Come on up. Another crustacean.
Great hunter, Zagreus. I guess your mother Nyx must have expected someday that you'd pick up a few pointers from myself.
Let's get out of here.
Eat up, hun. Not like I got other mouths to feed. Sounds good. No problem. Smooth sailing.
I hear something.
Pardon the interruption. This one is off the record, Zagreus. Come on. They're coming, Zagreus. Be on your guard.
I'll get right on it, Dan.
Think you can beat me?
She likes beguiling others with her charms, but her intentions with you, I believe, are pure. You'll find our strengths are complementary.
You never saw me.
Now to fix up this spear. There we go. This is not the deadly Hydra chamber I expected. No, you don't. Hydra heads were never meant to fly. Or for me.
Oh, I didn't see you come in.
Beats dying. closer. In the bag. Let's go, Rafa. Here's the fee. The might of the Huntress. There's the butterfly ball.
still fight. Left here.
I have to tell you, you look awful, cuz. You're barely holding on. Let's see if we can't perk you right back up.
Any other blessings, maybe? I'll take this one. That boon got better, huh?
Let us destroy him quickly, King. Or perhaps slowly.
Oh, last chance. Dukes of hell.
Something
You have no bearing and no graceful
Ah, the dreaded Minotaur.
You haven't greeted me as often lately, Hypnos. I wouldn't have noticed if it weren't half your job. If there's something you wish to say to me, why not just come right out?
Oh, well, I see. The thing is, Megara, Miss Megara, mind if I call you that? As I was saying, I just thought maybe, we had a thing, a real connection lately, since you keep on dying more and more, and I keep standing here, but then I always thought you were invincible.
I see. And so you're realizing now that your entire image of me came from your imagination. Is that it?
Well, it's just, I really thought with all my advice that you'd go back to killing Zagreus rather than the other way around. I just don't think things are working out the way I hoped,
It almost sounds as though you've broken up with me, except... Well, are you sure that you'll be alright?
Oh, yeah, look, I'm just glad it's one of you two. Sure beats having to greet shades nonstop. They never talk to me.
Alright then. You greet me next time here.
Will do.
Hail. Yes?
What is it with the generosity lately? Look, I'll just stash this with the rest. If you really don't have a better thing to do with it, then dump it off on me.
Hey, that's an idea. One of these days or nights, we'll have enough of this stuff to throw a feast to make all of Olympus jealous. Fan, what's your relationship with Ares on Olympus? I know he deals in death himself, but his approach seems rather different from your own.
I do not care for his approach at all, but he has been professionally courteous with me. More than I can say for most of your Olympian relatives, I suppose.
You mean the rest of the Olympians don't treat you well?
Discounting Hermes, I should say, the rest of them have nothing much to do with me at all. I can imagine why. I know it's complicated with your father here. But as for Ares, I think he's all right.
Disturbingly all right. Achilles, now that I have access to the administrative area again, I've access to the archives, and I have some authority to void those under certain circumstances. So about your pact.
I know you mean well, lad, and from the bottom of my heart, where once it was, I thank you truly for the thought. However, don't exert your influence on this. Not now, at least. The fates can twist intentions. I don't want to take the risk.
You're sure? Well then, I'll wait. But I am going to ask you again. We have to find a way to fix this. Patroclus is waiting. Say, Father, back when you drew lots with your brothers and wound up with the underworld, rather than the heavens or the seas, which would you have claimed, if the choice was yours?
I do not deal in hypotheticals, boy. Each realm has its host of unenviable problems. You have never experienced the cold and sopping sea, or the blinding heights of Olympus. I have, and I assure you, you're not missing much.
Didn't you try to leave the underworld yourself at some point? You once gave me that impression. I always thought it was because you hated it here.
I hate not having any choice. Enjoy the freedoms that you have. As you grow along in years, you gain more burdens and responsibilities. until they bind you.
Can't wait.
My friend.
Let's go with this one then. If Hypnos is going to be sleeping on the job, he ought to do it in the lap of luxury.
Hypnos has an important job to do.
Contractor, I have another job. Maybe this knitted effigy of some sort of surface creature will keep Cerberus occupied.
Cerberus has much better things to do than play with toys.
Here's the commission. A bit more mood lighting in the main hall is certainly in order, isn't it?
The light of Ixion is bright enough.
How about this, Contractor? These undead flower petals ought to add an extra touch of elegance, I think.
What are you doing to my central hall?
Zagreus, the most amazing circumstances have occurred. The terms of my employment, they've been altered such that I may visit Asphodel sometimes. May visit her.
That's great. Orpheus, what are you waiting for, mate? Go and find your muse out there. You two have lots to catch up on, I think.
I think you're right. I am so very anxious, I must say. But I must also thank you for this opportunity and for speaking with me all this time. So, how might I repay you?
Why is it always talk of payment around here? You're my mate, and your songs have lifted many spirits here, including mine. Now go, and make the most of this, will you?
Thank you. I shall. I shall.
A word, child? Child, I know not exactly what you did, but I detected faintly an attempt by Chaos to reach out to me. A message merely at the edges of my consciousness, yet I felt certain it was there. But I could not discern it otherwise. What does Chaos want from me?
I think Chaos wishes to re-establish contact with you, Nyx. The two of you drifted apart from one another, so I think I can imagine. I lost touch with Thanatos a while, but that was nothing in comparison to this. Isn't this some way you can reconnect?
Now that the house is strong and this realm orderly, I do not know. But I shall think upon it, child. Leave me, please.
Looks like Meg's the featured servant of the house. Here's the catch of the day. Or night. Hey, Dusa, this is kind of personal and you don't have to answer, but I have to know. So, did you used to have a body and all that? Because I've heard of Gorgons, well, that you had wings and such.
Prince, so, look, that's something very private that you're asking, and I know you don't mean any harm, but it just isn't something I discuss with anyone, okay? I'm who I am. Besides, as you can see, I don't need wings to fly.
Well, that was inconsiderate of me. Another prophecy fulfilled. Hope Orpheus and Eurydice can be happy again.
this guy over here. Listen, boyo. I don't know exactly how to put this, so I'm just gonna come right out. I need your help with something, and I'll be honest, I don't think you're gonna like it.
If it doesn't involve hacking away at you with reckless abandon, Skelly, I don't want to hear it. But, oh, you're being serious.
I am. And funny you should put it like that. Boyo, I am asking you to get me out of here. Permanently, if you catch my drift. This standing around stuff just kind of wears on you after a while, you know?
I know. I can only imagine. Tell me what I can do.
That blade of yours back there, it's got a special power. You gotta spruce it all the way up. Your aspect, not somebody else's. Then let me have it with that thing, and I'm out of here.
Then you'd be dead forever. You're asking me to kill you.
I know it's a lot to dump on you, but I got my reasons. I don't exactly have a lot of options here, so give it some thought. Till then, we'll act like nothing's changed, all right?
All right. Maybe. What infernal forge created you? Zagreus.
That's it, the blade. You gotta let me have it with that thing. That's it, keep going. Yeah, that's it. Ah, you are cool. I'm finally free, boyo.
Farewell, Skelly. What?
Got you pretty good again, didn't I, boyo? I am asking you to get me out of here. All that stuff about your blade and your aspect, I mean, you ate all of it right up.
It appears I've been the victim of an elaborate prank. Not sure that I appreciate it, Skelly. What if I were to never hit you again? How would you like that?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Now, come on, boyo. It was just a joke. I figured things could lighten up a little here. Don't need to do anything rash.
Then no more tricks like that again. What are the limits of your power? I guess I'm glad Skelly's not permanently dead. My keepsakes.
In my domain, you either find your place or learn your place. There's work enough to go around, believe you me.
I found my place, I think.
Remain relentless in your effort to escape, dear cousin. In spite of all our differences, perseverance is a quality we all possess.
Athena's power. I'm rich. Could use the rod of fishing there. honest.
I'd never trade my bow for all that pomp and armor, but I guess to each her own. Fetch me something.
Good to see you. Oh, but this is just too much for me, Your Highness. Thank you, really. I don't know how I can ever repay you.
How about you keep on helping me not die as quickly as I might have otherwise? Deal?
How goes it with old Master Thanatos of late, Prince Zed? Is he at least less stern with you than with the poor mortals he sent to take in here?
Oh, Thanatos is doing all right. Much like my father, I think he feels he has some sort of fearsome reputation to uphold. Or maybe he's perpetually stressed over his work. But he's been well lately.
Rather than having to show up here through much more sudden, much more painful means. Didn't stop me from trying to avoid the trip, of course. Good idea.
It's no use.
Farewell, Highness.
He continues to ignore my polite outreach, doesn't he? Why, I've attempted to reach out at least several times. Your father's realm is really quite a lot. How terribly frustrating it must be.
How about a different set of choices, then? Heartbreak time. It's that damn wretched sneak.
It is a veritable crime your father distances himself from all the rest of us. It is fortunate that you yourself are not so disagreeable.
something, son of Hades. If the one who called herself Persephone is back, then why do you continue to return? Respond.
Master Chaos, it seems I've developed something of a talent around breaking out of here. Or there, I mean, the underworld. So, it's become more of an official role for me, I guess. If escape shouldn't be possible, then someone needs to find the gaps.
Indeed. You shall visit with me still, despite accomplishing the principal object of your journey when first we met. Good.
Chaos flows through me. Cheers, mate. There, that's it. Hope I didn't keep you waiting, lady.
Finally. You ready, Megara? Tisiphone? Let's go. Ready, sister.
She's tough. Thank you. That's enough Tartarus. Slavog, go figure.
feeling this is not going to take much time at all. Let's see how quickly we can.
Let's see indeed.
Trace in this. Be seeing you.
Oh, Than. Let me have it. In the name of Hades. Let's see what else.
Entirely expected.
Let's see how this goes. Should help keep me going. May I say, you look lovely this day or night, Lernie. Asphodel.
Come and get it.
Urgent tidings, boss. Unfortunately, not addressed to you, but someone got you these.
Let's go, let's go. Switch to a new effect. Daedalus, wherever you may be right now, thank you.
Good. It would seem that the time for additional fun has arrived.
Ah yes, my favorite pastime. Getting butchered by a giant double-bladed axe, and sometimes trampled.
Then good. You have much to enjoy in store.
See you soon. Olympus, I accept this message. Just a bit longer. Olympus. I accept this message.
I ought to have been cast into the meadows of sprawling Asphodel. What am I doing?
Whatever happened with that war you mentioned, sir? If you don't mind my asking.
Well, truth be told here, stranger, I do mind. You speak as one who's not experienced a war. Those of us who survived, or you know what I mean, we do bear some responsibility to history. But all the same, it's not a time and place to which I would return. I trust you'll understand.
Take care then. Should come in useful.
Thanks, you two.
Gentlemen, I'm back.
Come, Hellspawn, and get destroyed by the two greatest fighters in it. Keep cheering as we battle to the last.
You and me, kid.
Lord Poseidon, aid me now!
Could you? They say to never meet your heroes.
Must be something I can do with this.
Should be another such performance soon. There. I've reached the surface. Don't spend it all in one place, mate.
Extra blessing.
Which tunnel? Can't do that. Phew.
Already. I'll just tuck that away. Going back. Should I go fight some satyrs to get out of here? I'll pay for that. What a team.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of his attentions.
I can go.
I trust you have retained enough of your strength through this ordeal to make this worth our while. Surely you could have avoided that. Wretches of the underworld, I command you now to rise and fight for me.
Where are you?
Brought this on yourself.
I thought you planned to handle this yourself.
Upon Olympus, you win, boy.
In the name of Hades.
beyond this point lies such a horrifying fate that we had better speak no more of it for now.
Oh, no!
I did it, I think.
You know, that painting in your bedchambers, it turned out rather well, didn't it? Some very talented shades around here.
Oh, it's beautiful. I tried to persuade your father to hang it out in the hall, but he's too coy about such things. Though I like it where it is. A reminder to us every day and night.
Still can't believe you let me hold a spear.
Your reports have been much more punctual of late, Hypnos. That is to be expected. However, the illustrated edges, a clever detail, ensures certain reports are easily procured from a stack of parchment.
Oh, thanks, Master. Glad you like those. Ever since Thanatos made pretty clear to me I was about to lose my job, I started keeping a list of my own tasks, which I sort through each day, deciding on priority, estimating time to completion, cost-benefit analysis.
Yes, well, certainly then you have a number of such tasks requiring your attention. Continue working diligently then.
Okay.
Achilles, would you tell me something more of Patroclus? You mentioned you were very close.
We could have been no closer. The ashes of our bodies yet mingled together somewhere on the surface there. What can I tell you, lad? I loved him with all my heart. And he left me too soon.
But now you're both here in the underworld. Can't you go seek him out? Or alter your arrangement with my father?
I tried, lad. I have tried. On both accounts. What you propose is not that simple, it turns out. But I shall tell you what. When next you see Patroclus on your journeys, you keep speaking to him for me, won't you?
I'll do what I can. What's going on with Charon, by the way, if you can tell me, Than? He's never been particularly talkative, but he really seems to know the inner workings of this place.
I correspond with Charon all the time, but even I don't know the full extent of his responsibilities. He's an independent contractor of sorts, been here forever. Your father gives him plenty of space to work.
He must be compensated pretty well for having done this for so long, tending the influx of new souls and all of that.
I doubt he's in it for the compensation, Zagreus. There is no underworld without Charon. I think he knows that, and your father knows it too.
I never thought of it like that.
Had enough in there?
Let us resume court.
Nyx, sometimes I get the impression the Olympians look down on those of us born of the underworld. Is that my imagination, or what do you make of it?
The gods of Mount Olympus tend to think themselves above us, child. Or so your father often likes to say. He alone was relegated to this realm, and grew resentful of his relatives on high.
I can't imagine him otherwise. Say, Meg's the featured servant of the house. Freshly caught, just for you, chef. We're settled up.
us.
Forget another something in my bedchambers there, Meg.
No, we need to talk again. My sisters are involved now in all this. You've really stirred up quite a mess.
I know. I'm sorry, but this is something that I have to do. You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't know. What I'm trying to say is, with my sisters involved, it changes things. Takes some of the pressure off of me.
Some of the pressure? Wait, what are you going to do?
I'm saying I know you're doing what you have to do here, Zagreus. And my sisters and I will always try to stop you. But I'm only doing it because I have to. Understand?
Meg. She... The prophecy has been fulfilled. I know Stygius like the back of my hand. Ready, I think. Let's go with this one.
Too young to die.
Aegis.
All that damage? That was nothing, pal.
Transform.
Whoa. You got that shit?
Never
felt so alive.
Keepsakes hold power.